What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny morning show for October 23rd, 2017. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Happy Halloween week.
Happy Halloween week, indeed.
I was going to clap, then I was like, I don't want to clap over my own statement.
It's Halloween week.
It's not
Halloween. No.
But the problem is this. The problem is Halloween falls on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
That's lame.
We're all wearing costumes, though, next Tuesday.
I'm not wearing my costume.
Are we? Yeah.
No, I'm not
Hell
wearing
yeah. Andrew and I are definitely dressing up for games daily. You're all welcome to join us for whatever.
That's a stupid thing that you guys are doing. Well, as far as I'm concerned, once I've gone out in the evening, it's close to midnight. Something seems like in the dark. As soon as I get out of my house in the costume, and I have that rush of fresh air to my nipples and embarrassment of like, I'm a 37-year-old man.
Your nips are exposed during this Halloween costume.
No, but they're getting real close. They're real close.
Okay.
Once I've gone out, gotten drunk, done the whole rigmarole, eaten the chocolate, I'm done with Halloween. I don't need to be.
So this Saturday at the Miller Halloween party, that's Halloween to you, and you would not acknowledge the 31st.
Beyond that, it is Thanksgiving time. I want you to know that.
Wow.
Beyond that, I have switched over to all pumpkin everything.
Can you please come with a turkey on Halloween? Be like, I'm sorry, it's Thanksgiving time.
I'm sorry, people. Here's my pumpkin pie assortment. I have an assortment, a plethora of pumpkin pie.
Now is just a fall thing, though. You know what I mean? People
pumpkin is a fall thing.
Pumpkin pie too, man. They're selling them in the stores right now. You can buy them.
I'm 100% behind that. I don't understand. I've said this before, and I'll say it again until they fucking change
Joey
it.
Noel says I'm wearing my costume on Tuesday in the chat.
Well, you know, Joey drinks a lot. She doesn't really.
I don't like this new narrative we're writing about her. That is
it's a one time.
No. I don't know if you've been around. It's a multiple thing now. Yeah.
I've never heard it before.
No, I'm not gonna wear my costume on Tuesday. Andy, are you gonna dress up on Tuesday for Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy said
Thanks,
yeah.
Andy.
All right. Well, next Tuesday.
Great, Andy. Are you gonna wear the same costume you wore the prior Saturday night?
Yes.
Sicky McSickerton. See, this is my problem, though. I feel like if you're going to you got to have two different costumes. You can't wear the same
Saturday
costume.
and Tuesday?
We've already done the social push if everyone's going to see us, having seen us in the costume on Saturday. Show up on Tuesday, it's old hat.
Heads up, I bet we'll get drunk and do a Twitch IRL stream Saturday night as well.
Oh, God damn it.
Guarantee you.
What?
I'm going to be meerkatting it the entire time.
People will get the social exposure, but we will only be in 2D. On here, on video, we'll be in 3D dimension, so they can see it from all angles.
What I was talking to Jen about doing, Nick Scarpino, is you remember GDC a few years ago, we got access to that Twitter app that allows, it's like photo booth, you know, make gifts and stuff. I was talking about posting my iPad on the wall during this party, having that set up, have a little photo booth at my own party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I think we should do that, and then we should also have a live confessional booth, like the real world, where we get to sit in there and be like, here's what's going on at this party. And then just talk shit about each other.
I can't believe
just talk
that Gary Whitta said this.
Shit about each other.
Sure.
Is Gary Whitta coming?
Of course Gary Whitta's coming.
That's fun.
I don't know if you noticed, but like Gary Whitta's now part of Kind of Funny.
I know. I love it.
He's the 8th member. I don't know. We can't get rid of him now.
I love it.
No, I love it too. It's kind of, we just have this movie writer on staff now.
Good.
All right, cool.
It's just great. It's great. It's my dream.
What we have to do is, we've done the whole thing with Whitta of, I'll come in anytime, and then I'm like, all right, I need you the next day. All right, cool. And it's like, he's like, I want to do this more. We somehow need to get him committed where he knows these are his days, but we don't pay him. That's what we gotta do. We gotta drive home how little we have.
The thing is this.
I need Andy to start coming in like rags and rich, like all ragged and like, hey, can I have some more hot?
Can I have some porridge?
Hot Cheetos, please, Governor.
The problem with Gary is that his day rate has to be at this point astronomical.
I know, right?
Well, he wrote a Star Wars film, so his day rate's probably someplace in like the 20, 30 grand. I don't know how much that guy makes.
What we have to do is figure out a way that we tell Gary Whitta we can't pay him. Yeah. But then we tell the audience we need your support on Patreon to pay Gary Whitta. And then we take in more money and just don't give it out. That's why we want to do it. It's a joke. Calm down, everybody. You know what I mean?
The kind of thing. That's the kind of conniving, desperate thing I would expect to come from someone who drinks too much alcohol, like Joey.
That's the worst running joke we've ever had.
Is it, Joey? Is this the worst joke
I was gonna
we've
say
ever
now. You've been consuming the content a long time. I'm pretty sure you know that's not the worst running joke we've had.
It's my favorite. It's pretty good though.
You two just rile each other up. It's the worst.
The only reason I do is because it makes Andy do that giggle laugh that he's doing right now. Where he does this like half Kevin, half Eddie
We were
Murphy.
at dinner and Nick says, Andy, you know I'm the keeper of 3 things. 1, Joey's an alcoholic.
That is one of my new favorite things from Nick, is when he does I'm the keeper of 3 things. And then it's randomly, it's 3 different times.
We were arguing about Lord of the Rings. And
Yeah.
I'm expecting him to do a Lord of the Rings take, and Andy, I'm the keeper of 3 things. 1, Joey's an alcoholic. I almost spit take. Like, I don't.
Dude, Andy schooled me so hard at that. He was like, dude, Lord of the Rings won an Academy Award.
Stop.
Star Wars didn't. I was like, bull fucking shit. I was like, Lord of the Rings never won for Best Picture. Never. 2004. Lord of the Rings won for Best Picture.
It swept.
It fucking destroyed the last Lord of the Rings.
But we already know,
destroyed.
what that means, right? Suicide Squad has an Academy Award. What do we care?
No, Kevin made the point. Kevin was like, well, one's Best Makeup and one's Best Picture. You know.
But you know what? Guess what? When Suicide Squad dies, that'll go on its tombstone.
I thought
Oscar-winning
Suicide Squad won
Squad.
for like best sound design or
No,
some
makeup.
shit. Oh, was it makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, because they wrote Damaged.
Yeah.
Right.
It's real tough.
No regrets or whatever it was.
No regrets.
No regrets.
All of his tattoos are CG.
That was so stupid.
Oh, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense
Lucasfilm.
then. Now here's my question.
No.
Where is Cool Greg with your coffee? You requested a coffee.
I don't
30 to 40
question
minutes ago.
Cool Greg. If whatever Cool Greg's doing, I just know it's the right thing.
Okay.
Okay? So if Cool Greg doesn't bring me the coffee ever, it's because I didn't need the coffee.
Well, he'll be back in time for a family photo.
That's what I'm saying. There we go. All right, cool.
go.
Because we had a whole good bit going of like, what are you going to dress as for Halloween, right? Cool Greg, come on out here.
Now, here's the thing about this shirt that I
Right now, Cool Greg is dressing
Thanks,
as
Cool
me
Greg.
for Halloween, but I'm dressing as Cool Greg.
And I'm dressing as both of you.
And Andy's dressing as both of us. Hey, everybody. KindaFunny.com/store, new Kinda Funny Games Daily shirt up.
Can we do a little, like a family photo? Like where I'll, like, you'll have your hands on my shoulders? Or...
Nick, get out of there.
Whoa. No, come on.
Jesus.
I guess we're not doing it.
How does a family photo look? What do you need me to do?
Like, you stand behind us and
You gotta do
Cool
the
Greg and I
stepdads,
sit down.
the stepbrothers thing where you're like this, huh? Yeah.
Okay,
Put
so
your
wait,
hand
I'm
on
doing it
your
to
shoulder.
both of them? So Cool Greg's sitting
Just
down.
put your hand on one of their shoulders.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gray, you want to come down a little bit?
I know.
A little bit more. A little bit more. Just give
Somebody
me...
screen
There
cap
it is.
this, because we'll forget.
Hold on.
There
hold
it
on.
is. Thank you. That was great.
Ah,
Good job,
Andy,
everyone.
you're tied. You're tied up. You're
I'll
like
tell
the
you one
sea
thing right
turtle
now.
I saw on Reddit this weekend, tied up in a net.
I didn't see that.
They got about
This-
humans being bros.
Good.
This shirt has become my new favorite shirt that we make because of the heathering.
Yeah.
I've just come to the conclusion I like that. You can't really tell here because most of the time the shirts we wear, we've worn so often, they're faded. This is not a faded black shirt. This is a heather black
Who would
shirt.
have thought that
It's
the
like a
person
charcoal.
making the decisions with merch is, just fucking nailing it left
No,
and right,
here's the
Greg.
thing. Okay, so a couple people
Left
don't
and right.
understand
We need
this.
more large shirts to
One,
make that
Left
happen.
and
Right?
right.
Andy and Joey have been double teaming the merch, and it's been we're getting
Phrasing.
Andy and Joey have been teaming up to make sure that our merch is on point. How does that sound?
That sounds
And
better.
we're
That
starting to
sounds
build some
better.
momentum. Andy, of course, designed this shirt. This is a great looking shirt. He did the party mode shirt as well. We're excited. I'm excited. These are great.
We got a lot of good stuff.
Party
up there.
mode's coming soon.
A lot of good
Coming
stuff coming
soon.
up.
The party mode shirt is dope as fuck too.
I like the baseball tee too.
I do too.
I do
Joey's
too.
not allowed to wear it anymore because she gets food all over
Oh my
it.
God, Joey! Jesus Christ! The other day, it says everything she consumed. It was like a map of what she had consumed that day on her shirt.
Tells a story.
But once the coffee happened, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
This is done. This shirt's done. You got to throw it out and just get a whole new one. It was great.
What's going on today, guys?
Don't touch me, Sicky. You're doing Games Daily with me.
That's right.
Everybody likes it when you pop up.
I
So,
should hug you and put you on my lap.
here's what I'm
Is
gonna
that
do.
possible?
Jesus Christ.
Why did you just look at me like that? Jesus Christ.
What I was doing is
I'm sorry. Never mind. I don't want to
Sorry.
put you on my lap.
I went into Secret Service mode.
Yeah.
Because I know
You're
your immune
protected.
system. And so you started to reach for Andy, and I was going to be like, no, sir. put you into the.
Surprisingly, my immune system's been great. It's my lower back that sucks. So so everyone knows, just so the
connected.
running joke of Nick is concise. I haven't been sick in a very long time. It's just when I get out of bed sometimes, I'm like, is today going to be the day that I just renew that joke, that fun joke? Because I've been getting out of it. Because here's what happens.
Yeah.
When I play a game, this is the big culprit, right? I sit on my couch like this with
Yep.
my legs up
Yep.
for fucking 3
yeah,
hours, and then
right.
when I go to get up, I go, oh no, I should have gotten up. See, when I watch movies now, I'm so fucking. I don't pay attention so much. I get up, I walk around, whatever, yada yada. South Park, 17 hours in. It's
Proud
a
of
great
you.
game.
Proud of you.
Super excited. Probably gonna beat it. Remember last time I talked to him, like I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Then I went back.
Yeah.
But now I'm to the point where I'm
17
like,
hours, you should be right there.
I'm almost there, yeah. But I'm also just taking my time, having fun, doing all the side quests. But I'm to a point now where I'm like, I have to stretch. I got to do yoga before, like midway through a game session. I got to just go do yoga and come back.
Huh, all right.
I'm probably not going to do that though.
Okay.
And last night I had a slight snacky binge night, where I was like, I'm just going to take the night off. I'm not going to do any comedy. I'm not going to do any open mics. Went and got a bag of goldfish and a sleeve of Oreo cookies. My wife and I had a very snack carb night.
Nice.
Because I've been doing great on my diet.
Sure.
I'm like, tonight's going to be the cheat night. And I did it.
You earned it.
And I did it.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
Video games and snacks, man. It doesn't get better than that, dude.
I really don't eat in game.
You can.
People ask me all the time, like, what do you do?
with South Park, because South Park, it's really just hit boom. You know what I mean? But with other, you can't with the first person shooter.
I mean, like, goldfish aren't very involved, though. You just.
Well, that's why you put them in the cup, eat them like a horse. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen Greg do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fan. He's watched
disturbing.
the shows. He knows what's up.
Yeah,
with
I've
the
seen
horse.
the shows, right?
Kind of funny doodle about it too, if you want.
Yeah.
Show, guys.
Thanks, man. We're doing a great one. Speaking of a good show, Greg Way, this is the Kind of Funny morning show, and I want to take Sir Citadel to task.
Take his
Before the
fucking
show
ass to
began,
task.
or as like the intros were rolling out, he put in the chat, called in sick today, watched Dirty Grandpa, confirmed not a good movie. Now, is Dirty Grandpa the one we're thinking of? Zac Efron, Robert De Niro, or is it the Johnny Knoxville shitty one?
Never saw Dirty Grandpa.
Shit.
Like, I think Dirty Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa is Johnny Knoxville.
All right, so this.
So Dirty Grandpa
Grandpa's the
is
good
De Niro,
one.
I believe.
So Sir
movie.
Citadel's full of shit. It's a good comedy. Is it a good film?
No.
Is it a good tour de force? No. What it is a funny thing with Aubrey Plaza wanting to fuck Robert De Niro.
You know what?
Hilarious.
I'll go out on a limb and say it's actually that's not a good film.
Don't go out on
It's
that
not a
limb.
good film.
Don't
I'm
go
not
out
gonna
on
go out on a limb. Andy, is
Fuck
your
him up,
underwear-
Alf.
is
Yes, exactly.
Is it backward? Why is the tag there?
That's just where the tag is.
Why are they
Are you
so
wearing
high?
two sets of
Why?
underwear?
I don't understand why Andy wears his underwear so high.
You know what it is? You know
don't
what it
have a
is?
belly.
I think
Let's
his
pull 'em
pants
down, let
are
me see your
also
belly.
super low.
Well, yeah. It's two
Super
things.
low.
There's two things working here.
Can you show the kids?
They've seen it before, right? And he didn't pull those up. That is
No,
naturally
that's just
where
how
he
he
lets
wears them.
his underwear sit.
He's got a girlfriend, and she
Yeah,
allows
what
that
does
to
Robin
happen.
think of any of this?
Stop,
Oh,
you
that's why
can't-
you're sick.
That's not okay. That's not
That's
okay.
all gross.
All right, I'm cutting the cameras.
That's we need a gif of all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was it. Yeah. What I was talking to Nick about is that I'm just gonna pitch this live on the air.
Oh, God.
Give it to me.
Aaron Porter.
Yeah.
Aaron Porter, of course, he edited all the Cooking with Craig.
Cooking with Craig. Great
So
guy.
good at it that he just thinks, about content like we don't. Where he's like, hey, should I do an extra episode of just the leftovers and like all the outtakes?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, totally. And then I was telling Nick, we should use them. See if I don't know if Aaron. This is a test. Aaron Porter, are you watching the morning show right
He's
now?
got better things to do.
Wait for a response.
We'll just sit in silence so you respond. It'd be great if the morning show. There's no way to pitch the morning show anymore, because it's not. We got away from the news you care about. It's whatever the fuck we want to do, right?
Right.
So all it is now is Title Shot City. Let's make fun of Joey the alcoholic.
It's
Andy's gonna rub his
kind of
belly button.
become just the sort of like kind of funny.
We
podcast
need
at
to
this
drive
point.
that home that this show is just shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to people on Reddit right now about this because they're worried about GOG having too many guests, but the guy who worries about that also says that he just watches the morning show now instead of GOG, and I'm like, well, then the content's serving the purpose, isn't it? You understand, this is where we get fucking crazy and do whatever we want as best friends. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Put it in my mouth.
Take your little strawberry tongue and rub it all over my plum.
Okay. Is this the right thing to do?
Ever thought about that too, by the way, real quick aside? That
I don't think about
tongues get all
Whenever
small,
you-
but they get all big too.
Well, I'm gonna go on a limb. I try not to think about the things after you've said them. I just go with them and then we go forward.
See, that's what I'm saying. This show's just fucking.
It's all small.
Andy just
get all big, dude.
Here's my favorite thing. This is what I love.
Yeah.
When Andy's like, I don't want to work. I'd rather be a part of the show. But he doesn't want to commit to being
Sure.
on the camera. He just hangs out and does pull-ups on the fucking
Yeah.
lighting truss the entire time. I love it.
I just like being the off-camera guy.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
want to be the off-camera.
That's fine. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying though. Is like we need somebody like Aaron Porter if he's in the chat to go
Make a
through and
mess
at the end of every week. If you like put it up Friday morning or whatever, maybe even Monday morning. If you missed the Kind of Funny morning show last week, you missed, and it's just like all these things, right?
Yeah.
All the funny stupid things. you did.
Strawberries on your tongue. Oh yeah.
See, that's what I was saying, man.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Well, that's what
what I'm
we're
saying.
We're gonna
We should
have
talk to
that
Aaron
with,
about that.
Best of Party Mode.
Yeah, sure.
I
Just
love
like
that
that
you're
trailer
doing
I
that.
asked for party mode, right?
I love that you're doing
I
that.
don't even know what to do for that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do.
I already told you. It's all right. Who in the community wants fucking $50? Here's what you do. You take the party modes down. You download the party modes
Yeah.
so you have them as
I have them
B-roll.
up.
You put them into Premiere. Then you get text and you get the song "Party Hard," by Andrew WK.
Let's get this party started.
And it's literally like, if you're not watching Party Mode, you've missed.
If you have the party, the party hard.
And it's me giving you the belt. It's me saying blackberries. It's me sitting there. If
It's
you
just
want to
a
put other
supercut of
people
Greg.
into it, you could. But I'm just saying we all know who the standout party member is.
It's mostly just a promo,
Greg
an
Miller
advert.
Industries?
No, we're not bringing back Greg Miller Industries for this. We're just saying apparently Andy doesn't want to do his job anymore.
No, it's like I have episode 1 of Best of Party Mode done, and also episode 2.
What do we do with episode 1 of it?
Well, I don't have any transitions. Like, I want to do transitions in between what games we're playing. Like, if you watch Best of Game Grumps for the month of June or whatever,
Sure.
they have, like, they're playing a game, blah, 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 best of, funny moments, and then they skip to the next game, and there's a little cut in between. And I want a little transition. I'm just not good at that sort of shit. That's stuff
Fade
that
to white, dip to white, dip out of white.
Star
wipes.
I'd rather, Nick he was like, yeah, I can just make a little quick little boop, boop, sort of.
Yeah, Nick does that really well.
I'll make a little.
Here's what I
blue.
want you to do, though. I
I'll make a
want you to
little
do.
blue for you.
How you starting it?
It's just the intro, and it's like party mode. Then it says best of June or best of July, or whatever.
Party Mode's one of our best shows, right? We'll all just come out and say it. We all think it's amazing and great.
Great show.
Andy's great.
Great show.
Andy does all that
It's a
stuff.
secret, yeah.
I wanted to get it to more people.
Sure.
So here's what I'm pitching for the opening. Come in here, turn on the cameras, of course. The back here, Kevin, I want it to look like I'm in front of a fireplace. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we've done that. You
Yeah,
want
yeah.
an actual fire?
I'll put on my little suit coat, I'll sit here with a glass of cognac and a book, and I'll be like, oh, sorry, I didn't see you come in there. And I'll explain real quick what party mode is, right? That we do this, it's a traditional Let's Play, we break all the different. Let's take the best of, we'll just say the best of, even though then we'll do it monthly from there on out. Then, not only do we post this, we go over to that Jeff Ramsey motherfucker and say, put this on the goddamn fucking Let's Play channel. And then, because then the message is to the Let's Play kids, over on Kind of Funny Games, they're maybe not like I'm in hell. I mean, like I meant like there's a fireplace here and a mantle and like wood and
You gotta use descriptive words like that.
mode of the burning flesh?
you know what I mean? We tell these kids over there that like, hey, you didn't like it when they just talk about stuff. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of you Let's Play kids, you're little shits. You know what I mean? We don't want your kind. But the cool kids that we hung out with at the Let's Play weekend in the chat, come over here and watch this cool show.
Now I was texting for most of that, but I feel like it's a great idea.
Now this is exactly what I'm talking about.
We've
Can we
actually used this before.
round of applause for Kevin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where did you get this from?
It's called YouTube. You can search
Look behind
fireplace.
What happened?
Oh, those texts.
Yeah, no, but it's gone now, and it's behind Greg, so nobody can see it.
Okay.
I say we strike out the desk, get like a large,
Chair.
yeah.
Here, Kevin, I'm gonna go one
Yeah.
farther. Okay.
I'm ready.
2 armchairs so I can still be here texting, and bearskin rug. Bearskin rug.
No, you're not seeing
but
the floor.
not a grizzly bear.
There's already one.
A polar bear, because that's how baller we are that we killed
Yeah.
a fucking endangered species polar bear.
Nope.
We get live penguins,
Yeah, now you're
and
talking.
they
yeah.
just can serve us beverages.
I have a penguin guy.
Yeah, we have
This
penguins that serve us cocktails
This
the
is
entire
literally in the
time.
woods, though.
And I get
Penguins
fucked
don't
up.
Really.
What do you mean
No,
there's
look, there's snow.
Right, but this is like
There's
a wooded.
fucking cabins.
You're
in the
telling
Arctic
me-
Circle.
It's like a winter
Up
forest.
in Alaska, up in Antarctica, the South Pole, they don't have a cabin this nice? You're fucking full of shit.
Andy, you're not living until you've been in the South Pole's
But when
cabin.
Listen, I know in the Rio Grande Valley, they don't have penguins and nice fucking log cabins and
When
snow.
you think of wooded cabins, you think of, like you said, polar bears or wolves. You don't think of penguins. Right?
Now hold on a second. Honey Boo Boo in the chat says, I can send you a few handmade rocking chairs. Choose your own wood.
Mahogany.
Mahogany, says Andy.
And carved mahogany. From Emperor's New Groove. Remember that movie? Good movie.
I remember the trailer.
She was like, break the door, Kronk, and he's like, this is hand carved mahogany. Are you kidding me?
That movie was great. Very underrated, that movie. Very underrated.
I think it found its
Warm up.
following. Yeah.
You know.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Each and every weekday on a variety of platforms, we do all sorts of stupid stuff, and you come hang out with us because you're our best friends and you love it. If you like that, you can watch live on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. You can watch later on youtube.com/kindoffunny, and you can listen on podcast services around the globe, no matter where you get the show. Thank you for your support. Remember, you can support in a variety of ways. You can follow us on Twitch so you never miss us when we go live. You can subscribe on Twitch and maybe even use that Amazon Prime to use your free Twitch Prime subscription. You can go over to Patreon, get entered to win the prizes we give away, and there's a whole bunch of other shenanigans we do. We give away stuff. We have a great time. Just remembered Tim not in the office, still in Austin.
Correct.
Did you look at? Is this show sponsored? Did you look into
I
that?
don't know.
I'm looking into it. Everybody.
You want to look into it? I'll read. I can go into some news while you look into that.
Run through the housekeeping. Talk about all the cool shit I've known that people should go watch.
Where did we leave off? Did we
Didn't
do any
even
of it?
start really. I mean, we did
Cool.
shirts because we were all
did
wearing the shirts.
First thing, of course, Greg's cancer panel is live. It is very well shot.
Yes, it
The
is.
gentleman
Those
that
guys
did
killed it.
this, Kevin, if we could cut to
I don't
this.
think there's an ad.
Nope, there is right here. I see it.
Oh, never mind.
Greg's got it.
Nope,
Kev.
you're right. No, sorry. I will need to apologize to Kev. Sorry, Kev.
No problem.
Don't get in my head when I'm reading.
No problem.
All right.
Two guys on it. You know what I mean?
No ads this week. You guys are like, we're still giving away a game later.
Oh yeah, we're giving away a game. Don't worry about that.
You did this at PAX West. This
Correct.
recent PAX West. It was a 5-year anniversary of you making cancer your bitch.
Right, that's right.
Basically, and it shot really, really well. These guys did a great job. I forget. We reached out to the community and said, "Who's going to be there? We need help." Everyone that we would normally pay to do this told us to go F ourselves.
Yeah.
And some of the best
We've
friends
made
were
a lot
like,
of
"Hey, we're
enemies.
going to be there. We're going to be there. We'll help you guys out." And they did a great job. She is beautiful. Look how
This
good
is
looks.
Eric, and I forget his.
You look good in a blue suit.
Thank you very much. I love that. That's my. This isn't part of the ad. They gave us the ad once, and I've never done it since. Indochino.com. Remember when we did That's My Indochino code. It was Eric, and I can't remember her name. The one who works with him and shoots all stuff. But Eric and his partner, they're the ones who shoot all the PAX wrestling events.
Yes.
And so when we put out the thing there, they're like, we're there. We're shooting PAXomania in the morning. I was like, oh, perfect.
So it was a great panel. Definitely go check that out. That is live right now on the YouTube channel. Not behind the paywall. None of that stuff. Cooking with Greggy.
Cooking with
Episode
Greggy.
6.
Oh, we're getting close to the
Ribs.
end.
And let me tell you one thing right now. Those ribs, I can still taste them.
Yeah?
In a good way.
Kevin, go throw it up somewhere. Go there to YouTube.com.
I'll find it,
All right,
I'll
thank
find
you.
I think the link's there, Big Cat. I put it in the thing.
Now he's Big Cat.
Don't just.
He can be anything he wants to be. Here's the thing. We call Kevin canonically Big Dog.
Kevin's the big dog.
He's on Dress Colorado.
Big Cat is what Nick calls everybody.
Oh.
Big Dog is reserved for
This show
Kevin.
looks great. I did a great
You can't call anybody
I
else.
did a fucking great job shooting this show.
I'll tell you what. So we filmed the Master Chef application video, you and me, this weekend.
We gotta put that live.
Yeah. We'll talk
Later,
about that.
eventually.
Yeah,
Eventually.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
if for whatever reason Gordon Ramsay's fucking on his high horse and doesn't pick you to be a part of his cool TV show, we'll be like, you know what, screw it, let's put it live. It's funny.
The one thing when we watch the edit, because it's well, first off, Kevin, the camera we brought back in that thing over there,
Yeah.
we gotta clean the lens. There's a part where you pan to go talk to us on the couch and the sunlight catches it and it's just.
Oh, that's my bad.
No, it's fine.
Actually, also, Kevin, while we're here, the stabilizer on that lens is borked.
Borked. Yep.
Image stabilizer. So
Yep.
we should take that lens out of the rotation because it's very hard to film with it.
Yeah. You have to take it off. But are you moving around? I guess you are.
Yeah,
Anyways.
generally when I film, the camera moves around.
Well, I don't know if you had a one shot and then.
No, he was walking down the
Panel.
hallway and shit. It doesn't matter.
So let's make sure that one
But
gets
Jen
back.
was saying she liked it. She's like, for the next, if you ever do season 2 of Cooking with Greggy, you need to have Nick be handheld because she was really enjoying your rack zooms.
I enjoyed that too, but here's the deal.
You're backwards.
No, it's a matter of when you don't do a lot of camera work, you don't have those hand holding a camera has this weird thing where it uses these weird muscles that you don't use.
Fucking
And so I was
exhausting.
getting fucking sore
Yeah.
about 5 minutes
I
into
hear
the day.
you.
I was like, whoa, I don't
at
remember
those
this
ribs.
being this difficult.
Andy, you kidding me right now with these
Woo!
ribs? Look at how good these look.
Oh shit! That's
YouTube.com
fine.
Great on
slash
TV.
kind of
These
funny.
cameras look great on TV.
Also, another great point. So this is the episode live today for everyone on YouTube.com/kindafunny. If you go over to Patreon.com/kindafunny, there's another episode up of Jen and I cooking mussels and fries. Also, that has now a bonus episode up over there that will always be exclusive to Patreon of Jen drunk off her ass trying to make bread. So
She
2
co-
episodes up on Patreon.com/kindafunny today.
God, hold on.
Only
look
one
at
of them
this.
will ever be sent.
Holy shit!
This mac and cheese.
What's amazing is
mac and cheese.
Jen,
that what it is?
drunk off her ass the day before.
hate you.
The next day, we filmed this episode, and she's like, Nick, I'm so sorry. I'm a little hungover. I'm like, dude, if I refused to shoot people who were hungover, we would
Yeah.
never get anything done in this
Yeah,
office.
yeah, 100%.
I'm like, so do not feel bad. That is our nom de plume. That is
Agreed.
our calling card. Dude, I'm hungover right now. I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in 2 weeks.
Well, it's a contact
Unlike
high
some
from being
people
close
in
to
this room.
Joey. No, wow.
Jesus Christ!
I love you, Joe. That's the last time I'm gonna make a episode. I don't want that to catch on. I don't want people to Google you and it's like Joe Noel, community
Alcoholic?
manager.
Question mark.
Question mark.
The Nick Scarpino cocaine thing.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. It's a crucible of sorts.
You
have
leaned
to go
into the
through.
cocaine thing for a while. You know what I mean?
Cocaine's a funny word.
Yeah.
It's a funny word and a funny drug.
You know what's another funny
You know-
word? Scumbags.
It's true. I'm glad we didn't
Would
do
have
that.
changed the whole idea what we were. Wouldn't have
Yeah.
been as
We would
celebrated
have been
as
like
best
those
friends.
asshole achievement hunter guys.
Yeah,
That'd be
God,
like,
I would
"Ooh,
hate to be
fucking dickheads."
successful.
Well, we trade. You always say we like to trade reach for almost being bankrupt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
we're not
that's-
almost
yeah.
bankrupt.
No,
don't
I'm joking.
don't
I'm
do that. People
joking.
take that to heart. That
I'm
we're
joking.
fine. Everything's
We're
fine.
Everything's doing
Patreon.com.
well. Great. We got Joey.
Great, we got Joey. Joey's gonna solve it all.
Now here's my question to you,
Yeah.
Greg. It's Halloween week.
Yeah.
As I decreed earlier in
Yeah.
the show. Does everyone have their costumes?
Yeah.
Mine's
I do.
supposed to be here by tomorrow.
Oh, you are
you wanna say
fucking
what it is, or
threading
you
the needle, Joe.
It was supposed to be here by today, and then I just checked the shipping. It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
You cut it close.
I know.
Are we telling people what we are?
I don't.
I
Call.
don't see any reason not to.
No?
I think it's more fun.
I like it when the ding dong and you open the door and who is it?
Yeah.
Did you hear my idea about the pad, the iPad?
No.
So we have this thing. There is this Twitter beta, right, from back in the day, basically to turn an iPad or an iPhone into a photo booth, where you can make a GIF, you can make a video, you can put on the hats and the sunglasses and all that shit, right? But so I'm thinking what I would want to do with Jen is I'm going to take the iPad we have, mount it somewhere in the house on the wall, and call it like the parties thing. And you go there, and then it auto tweets from it. I'm saying
that's fun.
we tweet everything from Kind of Funny Vids that
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun.
Okay, cool. So then everybody see everybody's costume. You can go there and post and stuff.
Okay. Well,
I'm pretty sure Gary
it then.
Whitta gonna be a piece of shit though, and not wear a costume.
No, Tim's gonna be a piece of shit and not wear a costume. Tim has already told me, and I quote, "I'm not getting a costume." So I
But
guess
Gia is fun. Gia will make it happen.
He's not in town.
Fuck!
Tim's coming here's what Tim's costume is gonna be.
what? You
Some fun-colored
Shirt.
jacket, whatever the bomber jacket that he wears.
It's the blue
The
one.
the dark jeans
With
from
the
Levi's
set.
and those weird Aquas shoes that he wears all
I
the time.
hate him.
Should
That's
we just buy a costume for Tim and force him to wear it when he
Sure.
walks in?
Yes,
I
but
can
it should
force it
be.
on him.
We should buy a wiener dog costume for him. Make him dress up like a wiener dog and carry Portillo the entire night.
That's good. That's good.
You know, that's gonna be fun for me.
He loves to do.
He does. He loves touching things. He does love touching
I had
things.
two nightmares over the weekend.
Go.
Number one, Tim and Gia broke up.
No, that's horrible.
And it was devastating. And it was that, and literally I was like, what happened, Tim? And he was like, Gia just doesn't like nerd stuff. Like she was like fed up with like the video games and the fucking shitty Disney movies he watches and all that shit. She's
That's
like,
a
I'm done with
possibility.
it.
That's always a possibility.
Number two was, now I don't want to, I tweeted it obviously. The synopsis is that a raccoon knocked Portillo out with one punch. Because you know how raccoons have their little arms and shit.
They're fast and they're strong.
What it was in the dream was we were like in a parking lot, and I'm not sure if you're like tailgating or whatever, but it was dark and we had our back to the trunk, car parked up like next to a house or a building. And Porty had run away from the fire back towards the front of the truck, and I was like, oh man, it's too dark over there, I gotta go get him. And I came back and I was like, Porty, and I was walking towards him and it stood up and it was a raccoon, and then it ran away, and then I looked at my feet and it was Portillo just out cold. Just like laid out like this and his like little paws behind him, and I was like, "What? This raccoon knocked you out, Portillo!" And he wasn't bloodied or like bitten.
He just
it was
got
just
his
like
fucking bell.
"Ah!"
He
And
just got his
Portillo's
bell
"Goon."
wrong.
Went down like one of those
Basically.
AT-ATs in
Yeah,
Star
I
Wars.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Those are horrible.
I'm not sure if I used the
sorry.
right one, if it's ATST or if it's AT-ATs or
The AT-AT is the big one, yeah.
I think you're thinking ATST when the Ewoks fucking.
No, I was thinking about Luke
He's thinking about the one that
Skywalker
actually
flying his
has-
little,
yeah,
he flies
that's
the plane
the
around.
AT-AT. That's the AT-AT.
What's on the news today?
A few fun things are on the news today. Stranger Things season 2 reviews are coming out, and they're good.
Surprise,
For the most part.
surprise.
For the most part, I've pulled some quotes here. One is from the Hollywood Reporter. It says, quote, Stranger Things 2 is quite good, and if your expectations are in check, largely satisfying. The Duffer Brothers fall into very few traps of self-importance or self-awareness, and they deliver a second season with an expanded assortment of 80s influencers, an expanded cast of instantly embraceable characters, and some expanded Stranger Things mythology without the bloat that inevitably dooms sequels. Not bad.
Okay.
Variety a little bit more harsh
Cutting.
on their criticism. This one comes from Variety. It says, until Stranger Things 2 really gets going, and that takes a while, it trails an air of self-consciousness that veers into strained fan service at times. The good news is, the show's core cast remains an extremely versatile and effective ensemble, and once the story kicks into higher gear, about halfway through the 9-episode season, a lot of old magic returns. I think that, if I remember correctly, the first Stranger Things had it took a little while to get into as well. It took me about 2 to 3 episodes before like all the upside down stuff really started kicking into gear. We really kind of figured out what was going on with 11. But it sounds like
never kicked in for me.
really
No.
So where are you at with Stranger Things? Did you just leave it halfway
How many
through and
episodes
you're
were
like-
there?
I want to say 8 or 9.
Probably did 5 or 6. And like
Okay.
the last one literally was like I had done it where I had watched when they first came out, and I was like, I don't know if I really like this, and then fell off and never went back.
Right.
And then Jen was on Netflix when she moved and was like, oh man, she's like, oh, Stranger Things. I'm like, yeah, I never finished. She's like, oh my God, let's do one now. We watched one. I was like, ready to give it another shot. And I was just like, just doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
Would it help if I told you Sean Astin was in season 2?
No, I saw the trailer.
Okay.
I mean, like, you don't understand. I'm definitely watching at least the episode where they're dressed as Ghostbusters.
Yeah, of course.
If they're in the Ghostbuster costume the entire season, then I'm watching the whole season.
Basically, what you're saying is it is an official Ghostbuster movie at that point.
100%.
Yeah.
This is the universe I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's very much like the Different Strokes episode, where Arnold and
Killed Mr.
Danny,
Drummond.
right? He was the redhead, where they got Ghostbuster outfits, and
Yeah.
that was one of the best Different Strokes episodes of all time.
Basically,
Gomez Adams showed up in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Basically, anytime anyone dresses up as a Ghostbuster,
100%.
you're 100% in.
1000% in. Yeah,
I appreciate
got
that.
you. You got to
Now this-
support.
I want you to know this
Ghost
how
Heads
much
Unite.
I love you.
Yeah.
My wife, God bless her soul,
Yeah.
we love her, doesn't like leaving the house after 5 o'clock in the evening, any days. Let alone Halloween. Does not like Halloween.
Yeah.
Not sure how we get along, but somehow, we're there like berries and cream.
Sure.
All the time.
Berries and cream.
Berries and cream. Berries and cream. She goes, listen, I don't want to go to the Halloween party. You can go to the Halloween party if you want, but I will be marathoning Stranger Things season 2 with or without you.
Oh, laying on the law.
So if you stay, we can watch the whole thing, eat candy. And
wow,
on the
she's
couch.
trying to ruin my Halloween
She was
party.
trying to fuck up your Halloween party.
Mrs. Scarpino, fuck you.
Yeah.
I
There
say
you
you
go.
both take Friday off and watch it then, right? It comes out on Friday.
No, we did what all married couples do. We just compromised. We'll watch some on Friday, one on Saturday, some on Saturday afternoon, and then we'll watch the rest on
She
Sunday.
can play Mario Odyssey while you're,
She can.
you're at the
Well,
party.
I'm trying to get her into South Park. She keeps chuckling every once in a while.
Oh.
And that I think is like that's a good one for her, right?
I want to call her out from the chat. An unbiased comment. Greg is a waste of space. Doesn't watch Blade Runner. Doesn't like Stranger Things. That was submitted by Blade 7 Runner.
Yeah.
So you can be sure to trust his opinion.
You didn't
Blade
watch
7 Runner also wants us to talk about Mindhunter, which is a show I've watched 3 episodes.
I watched
of.
episode 1.
I watched it. I
Dude,
think
It's
first-
two or
a
three.
fucking weird show.
It's very weird. The pacing's weird, but I'm
Very
interested.
odd. But the thing is this. I was like, oh, okay.
Netflix
maybe-
episode series time. We're talking about Netflix required viewing. First Mindhunter.
So I watched the first couple episodes of it. Actually, I think I'm on episode 3 now.
Is that real?
And I was like, this is a really weird tone for a show.
Yeah.
The characters all talk very weird.
Yeah.
It's very like, even for Fincher.
acting's stilted,
for
I feel
it's
like.
very, yeah, the acting's like, kind of like, it almost plays out like it's a scene class, not so much
Yeah.
as, you know? Well, you know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
there's no real narrative story. And spoilers, I don't think we ever get there. All it is really just following this one dude around as he starts interviewing this. Like,
As they try to
serial
go
killer.
inside the mind of serial
I'm sure
killers,
at
yeah.
some point it kicks in. Like
Yeah.
they've hinted at there's other investigations, but even then they just like leave him behind and they just go talk to this guy, and it's
I think
very
they're
strange.
Still trying to figure, like, because at that point they didn't know, like, serial killers weren't a thing. or
Yeah,
they
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
Categorized like that.
Which is
No,
interesting.
I-
Like, it feels like it should be a movie, but I
Yeah.
understand the story's so big. But that first episode kept going, and I was like,
Like it's the part where they're at the punk show and it's like subtitled.
Yeah.
Like this is just annoying. Like I don't want these two characters don't have any chemistry.
Yep,
This is
100%.
weird. They do
I
not.
don't believe they
there's
go home
no
and
fucking
fuck.
way
Yeah,
they go
yeah.
home and have sex. She is not into this guy. He's a suit. It's weird. And then the guy just has the same tone over and over again, where he's this happy-go-lucky, like I'm out for righteousness kind of FBI
Yeah.
guy, and everyone's like, you're a fucking asshole, dipshit. Like.
Yeah. Well, it's like
very
for me, it
strange.
was when they get to the
they're all
very
friends.
end where like they go to the thing and there's been this murder and like why would they do this horrible thing to this boy and his mother? And I was like, here we go.
Here we go.
We're
Right?
about to get to
We're
a
gonna-
moment of clarity, a light bulb, and it was like
Right.
no light bulb. We don't
They go
know.
on.
And like that's
We haven't gone back to that yet.
I
And that's
kind of get
thing.
the idea of like, all right, cool, like this is one of the genesis of we don't know what's happening and we need to figure out what's going on in these people's minds.
You've only watched episode 1.
Only I watched episode 1.
Okay.
I'm on episode 3.
I think that's where I am too.
So
They bring in some other people that I think make it a little bit more interesting.
I'm not gonna watch it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a little of No Country for Old Men, where you start watching it and you're like, oh, this is just going to be really different and not really like a narrative structure that I'm used to, and it's going to be very strange, and at the end it's going to be not what I have expected. And while I really appreciated that in No Country for Old Men, I'm in episode 3. I don't want to go back to the show. I don't think I'm going to watch the rest of Mindhunter.
I think I'm gonna keep.
I
how
can't
many
get into
episodes
it.
is 8? I would
I think they're all 8. I think Netflix does pretty
I'm
much.
gonna try
across
more
the
and see
board.
what happens. But what I do want to do is give a shout out to Netflix.
Yeah.
Where today I did have the question of, do I need cable anymore? Because Netflix is so
I'm
good
getting there.
right now.
I'm so there.
Because like it was literally and like now not only is Netflix so good, it's so good at recommending just what I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Where like did you watch 1922 yet?
No, but that's been recommended to me all the time.
1922 pops up and I looked and I'm like, wait, is that Punisher and the redhead from House of Cards? The one who was like Remy's girlfriend, the congresswoman. or
Oh
whatever.
shit, I love her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
Kate Mara?
No, not Kate Mara,
the
not
other
the
one, the one that was
reporter,
like,
the congresswoman who was with Remy.
She's like hardcore. She was like a Navy SEAL or whatever in the show. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But I was like, all right, cool. And Thomas Jane.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, like, and I don't mean to be like painting with a broad brush. Thomas Jane's one of those guys. Even as
It's
Punisher,
a
I was
Stephen
like,
King movie, right?
yeah. I was like, even as Punisher, I'm like, all right, but like, you seem one note or whatever. And in this one, he like doing an accent, talking like this, and it was like actually acting, and I was like, oh fuck, you're good. And like, the film is super interesting and totally fucked up, and like, okay, where are we going with this one?
Look, here's how it goes every single time for me. I sit down, I scroll through all of the channels on cable that
Yeah.
I would normally scroll through and there's nothing to watch. And if something's on HBO, I go to HBO Go and I
Yeah.
just go watch it there because I don't want to fucking deal with Comcast and trying to find that throughout the various structures, right? Inevitably, I end up going to Netflix or Amazon Prime, and now I'm thinking about getting Hulu.
Ooh.
Because I really want to go back and watch all the Seinfelds,
Yeah.
and I feel like I want to get caught up in that again. And Hulu's doing some cool shit too. And at some point, I'm probably just going to break my war with CBS All Access. I think I'm losing that battle.
Oh, yeah?
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am. As there's another story here. Well, we'll pull it up real quick. Star Trek Discovery renewed for season 2 by CBS All Access. Apparently, it's doing well for them.
Okay.
Pushing a lot of subscribers. I think I'm the last holdout because no one else wanted to join this fight with me. I think we're all screwed. I think we're going to have to just get CBS, all these stupid CBS All Access things.
It's that thing where it's really more on Jen, I think, than anybody, because she's home, obviously. But it's like, I know she watches Food Network a lot. Guy Fieri's always on there, which I'm not against. I love Guy.
Guy Fieri.
Ton of Food Network.
I give Guy Fieri a lot of shit
Why?
because he is very boisterous and is a glutton, but good guy, very positive guy.
Oh, yeah.
Can't keep him down.
I like Guy a lot. I
You know,
like
he's the kind of
everything
guy you walk up to, you punch him in the fucking face, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm sorry you're having a bad day."
but then it was the other. So then it was
like,
like, there's all these shows now on Netflix I need to watch. Obviously, Punisher's coming up. I'm interested in that. And then it was last night too. Same thing happened where we finished an episode of something. It wasn't Mindhunter, but it was something else. And then The Babysitter got promoted.
yeah, it looks funny.
And we fucking watched that last night.
How was
and
it?
that finished, and I was like, what a great fucking movie.
Yeah, and a lot of
Holy
people like
shit,
that.
was that fun. That was a fun,
Watch that tonight. I
goofy
think.
thing. Mick G,
Yeah.
young kid in is good. The girl next door, I think, is even better as a young kid, where I'm like, you are super convincing as a kid who knows. Anyways, doesn't matter.
So-
Robbie Amel's in it.
Viewing for this week?
It should be your required viewing. Robbie Amel's in it shirtless. Hell yeah.
I read an article a while back talking about Netflix and how I think it was the guy that
hold on. Trevor Starkey in the chat has a great comment. Quote, I give Guy Fieri a lot of shit because ... and then parentheses, he's basically you, Greg. That Nick Scarpino.
Yeah, pretty much. I would punch both of you all in the fucking face. No, I read an article a while back about, I think it was the guy that did Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and how he had trouble getting his next project off the ground because it was just too niche.
Yeah.
And I think Netflix is that perfect. I think he made that one with, it's like sort of the comedic take on Damien, where like they have a hell kid. I forget, it's on Netflix now, I
Okay.
forget what it's called. Evil Kid or some shit like that. Anyway, long story short is I think Netflix is really empowering a lot of these guys to make these movies that they just can't get made anywhere else. And it's cool. Like
Well, that's the thing
Babysitter.
about Babysitter, right? Where it's like, if I saw the trailer and I was like, that looks interesting, I never would have been motivated to go to the theater to see it.
Fuck no.
But I watched it
Fuck
here.
no.
It was like last night, before we went to pick up Jen's mom, we watched TLC, Cool Greg left, and then it was like, all right, let's watch something. And that popped up, and I was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, why
I'll do
not?
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one I want to give a shot to. And a lot of people are saying it's actually really fun. Big G's a good filmmaker. He just never really...
It just broke my heart because he was supposed to do that Superman film, and that never happened.
Really?
Yeah, he was supposed to do Superman.
That would have been interesting to see.
Before Superman Returns, when
Before
they were first
Bryan
getting around.
Singer.
He was because he's Charlie's Angels, right?
Yeah.
He was like coming off that success.
He did Charlie's Angels 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Star Trek Discovery Season 2 renewed. At one point, they'll put it on Rego TV so I can see it. If not, I will.
Is that the girl from Walking Dead? Yeah. Okay. That
Yeah,
came back
Sasha.
last night.
That came back last night? Mm-hmm. I'm done. I don't...
Episode 100.
I can't.
Was it
really-
good?
I watched TLC and then I watched Babysitter.
Wow.
I'll eventually watch it, but
Are you
can't.
fully caught up other than that? Like,
I had dipped out at the half season last year and then came back for the finale, but I didn't watch the stuff in between. Like I read stuff as like synopsises or whatever and then got there.
Titan Matrix says Mick G did a bunch of Smallville episodes.
Somebody say.
Wow, you started really high on that.
Yeah, I know.
you
Way
started
too
really
high. Sorry, I'm not good at that.
Somebody save me. Was that band that did that?
Remy Zero.
Oh, by the way, Flash is back.
Yeah. Why not?
You watching that?
No. I'm letting them all stack up as usual.
Yeah.
But you didn't like it, right?
Oh, I did.
Oh, I thought you didn't. Okay.
Flash is right now. It's a guilty pleasure at this
Yeah.
point. Like I don't think that they're never Flash. Unfortunately, is a victim of its own success. It's never going to be as good as season 1.
I've done the thing where
It's just never going to be.
I've rubber banded so hard.
Yeah.
Where it's just I just want to play games. You know what I mean? I'd rather just chip away at something if it's like a persistent online world than jump in and because like it's just so it's similar to Persona 5 where it's like Flash is a 22-hour commitment. Like all right, you know what I mean? Like Jesus, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand that completely. There's one more kind of noteworthy news story, but
one more noteworthy news story.
We'll go into it real quick. It's just a quick Tron 3 update. Joseph
Tron 3.
Kaczynski gives an update on Tron 3. Tron Legacy director Joseph Kaczynski has an update on the potential Tron threequel, and fans of the series won't be happy to hear it. Speaking with Coming Soon about his latest directorial effort, Only the Brave, which is out, Kaczynski said, tentatively titled Tron Ascension tapped out at the scripting stage. Fans of the franchise have been more hopeful about another Tron ever since it was learned Suicide Squad star Jared Leto was eyeing a proposed reboot that was, quote, being built out of the source code of the deleted Tron 3 script. There, Leto would play Ares, a new character who was a key player in the Ascension script. Quote, Jared and I had actually been talking about Tron since Tron Legacy back in 2009. Kaczynski said, we almost put him in that movie, actually, in a deleted scene. The end of line club scene, excuse me. So Jared's a huge fan. We actually batted around ideas, and I was talking to him about the role of Ascension, but we only got to the scripting stage on that. We never really moved beyond that, and that's sort of where it sits for now. Jared Leto is very, very excited to try and move this forward, but it doesn't sound like it's actually a project that's crazy in development right now.
Nobody cares.
It's unfortunate. Tron's cool. It is cool. But this
is similar to Blade Runner. Like I never saw the original Tron, so why would I be excited for?
I think unlike Blade Runner, where
Olivia Wilde, right?
Yeah, it was Olivia Wilde. Was in the Legacy. Jared, I forget the guy's name.
Kushner.
No. He is the president's son-in-law.
Hey man, I'm just
playing. It'd be amazing if he was in one of the scenes.
We're just playing fill in the blank. All right, you shout out Jared.
No, I said Jared because I was thinking Jared Leto, but it's not. I forget the guy's name that was in it. But yeah, I mean, Tron's one of those series that really could be fucking cool, and it could be a mega franchise. But they just, for whatever reason, the last one came out, which is it wasn't bad. It fits squarely into that space of Man of Steel for me. Where I'm like, good, really wanted it to be great.
Yeah, okay.
It had all the elements there. Everything was on the plate.
On paper, this could have been
something. It's just the flavor profile didn't quite work,
sure.
You know?
No flavor time trip.
Beautifully shot, though. Beautifully, like, the design of that film, the production design of that film is gorgeous. But I feel like there's a lot more they could do in that world. Whereas Blade Runner is super hardcore, cerebral, like, deep sci-fi. This is, like, Disney, top of, like, just scratching the surface of sci-fi. So it could be cool. But we'll never know.
They got to make new things people can get involved with. They need to be contemporary. You can't go back and bring back these things that haven't been touched in forever.
The problem is they've tried to do that. I think it was... Actually, yeah, I think this article talks about how Disney's on a completely different level than they were in 2009. They've tried things like John Carter and Tomorrowland, and they just did not work. Now, John Carter is a movie that's actually a good movie.
Yeah, I watched that on TV at somebody's house. I was visiting somebody's house, and that was just on. It was one of those, I remember vaguely, and I sat down. I'm like, this movie's actually good.
John Carter from Mars, known as John Carter. The book is, I think, Princess of Mars, I think is what the book is called.
Okay.
They screwed the marketing of that film up so badly, and it basically ended Taylor Kitsch's career, unfortunately. But that movie's actually a legitimately fun movie. I watched it and I'm like, why wasn't this bigger? And I think it was just because originally when they came out, they were going to call it John Carter from Mars, and they were like, no one's going to get that. Let's just call it John Carter.
Idiots. The problem I feel is that so many people, like, what seems to happen is like Hollywood wants sequels, they want franchises, they want this stuff. So they start trying to build them before anybody cares. Like, just make a movie, put it out there, and see if people care, and then go and worry about the sequels. Have a plan for a universe in your head.
So it's one of those things where, like, I really appreciate how Amazon Prime is doing their model. Have you noticed this? Amazon Prime makes the pilot, puts the pilot out, and then if enough people watch it, they greenlight the show.
Sure.
I watched the first episode of Jean-Claude Van Johnson over the weekend. But it's coming.
What is it?
It's a show starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Where he's playing himself, but if Jean-Claude Van Damme were a secret agent the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So every shitty B movie that he did was just a job that he had to go on.
Yeah,
which is actually kind of funny, but it's not it doesn't come together very well.
Sure, okay.
God bless JCVD. Watch Time Cop again, though.
But it's just like, when they fucking, and I know I harped on this immediately, but the Dark Universe shit, where they're like, here's this photo of all these people, and they start canceling the movies. Like, oh, nobody cares about this. Nobody wants this.
I'm gonna tell you right
Probably
now.
should have had one and see
I'm
if it
gonna
was
throw
interesting.
out a multi $1.5 billion idea.
I'm listening.
Captain EO.
No. Well, maybe.
Yes. Starring Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Or anyone. Doesn't matter, actually.
Here's
Anyone
what
that's
you
cool
want to
as
know how you do this and you
mode,
launch a
Captain
series. You
EO.
want to know how you bring Tron back and make
3D.
people care, and you can't do it with Tron or whatever. But some of these things is that you don't reveal until the final fucking frame that it's a tie into any of those movies. We have this new movie. It's Ryan Gosling. It's whoever. They're doing this thing. They're blah blah blah.
You want to go the split route.
Yeah.
The M. Night Shyamalan split route.
Yeah.
Where you're like, this is a cool movie, and then at the end, Bruce Willis just randomly shows up, and you're like,
Spoilers.
oh my
Spoilers for
god!
Split.
No, I mean, they've.
We've talked about it on
They're
the show.
making fucking the next one. I
can't
it's
wait for
already.
that one.
They're making Glass.
I still need to see Split now because of that.
Oh.
Split I didn't bother seeing.
Split's fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's cool
Really
as
good.
just a fucked up psychological thriller.
Yeah.
And then once you realize it's part of that whole universe, you're like, man, this, like, the movie was a solid 70% for me up until that point, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're building this whole universe now. This just shot up to
And
like
that's
80,
the thing, right?
85.
Where it's like when Split was in. Here's the weird thing, because you know me, I just don't like inactive entertainment for the most part.
Yeah.
I like it fine,
You're
but
like passive.
Exactly.
You like to be a.
I want to play.
Active
I want to
member
play,
of
or I want to
your-
read comics, which is weird.
Yeah.
But the movie, right, Split, I really, really, really like M. Night Shyamalan. Like, I think the majority of his movies, I'm like, I really enjoy this. I enjoy you're doing something different, something
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get turned on my head at the end.
Sure.
Great. This one came out and it was one of those where it's like, all right, it looks interesting. I didn't go see it in theaters at first, and like, because I think I was out of town. But even when you guys were getting ready to go see it, I was like, I don't know if I would go see it.
Right.
Because as we've talked about on the Game Over Greggy show recently, it looked like to me it was falling into like torture porn kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of like
Yeah.
these nice girls for no reason.
It
get
looked a
kidnapped,
little
and I'm
like it might be getting
"Ugh."
into Saw hostile territory.
I don't really
kind
want
of,
to do
yeah.
that. But then when you guys came back, I'm like, oh my god! I was like, well now I'm gonna fucking. I love Unbreakable.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, but the big twist is something that you can't explain to people, otherwise it completely ruins it. Which
and that's the thing is like I know that I should
impossible to
just
market.
fucking got my ass out there, but I'm a monster.
Dude, it's so fucking cool though. Like, I mean, Willis is just in one scene. It's very end.
Yeah.
He's just in a diner. Like, you're watching it, and the camera revolves around as you're watching this news story about this whole event, and then it
Yeah.
revolves around, and you're like, is that fucking Bruce Willis?
Hell yeah.
Is he the goddamn guy from Unbreakable?
Mel Gibson's behind him eating a bacon cheeseburger with like a fucking alien head. You're like, hey, we're all the same. This fucking woman walks in. She's blind. She needs medicine.
Oh my god. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan, dude. Shout out to M. Night Shyamalan. Because I would have thought after the last few that he did that he was going to kind of fade into, hey, maybe I'll do some stuff in like Netflix obscurity, but Split was good.
I mean, no, fuck that. Like Netflix now is like,
Well,
not obscure.
Netflix is the new straight to DVD service.
but that sounds like there's a stigma to it.
Some of them
Now
are.
it's the hotness. The fucking.
It is
I have a
good.
Netflix show.
Sure.
Landis is selling a script that's got Bruce Willis or not Bruce Willis. God
Will
damn it,
Smith.
Will Smith in
Yeah.
it, and they're doing a thing. And
There's
like
orcs.
McGee's
there's
making
fairies.
this. Yeah, of course.
No, I mean definitely.
Fucking Marvel?
I'm joking.
You're a
about that.
piece of shit is
I'm
what it
joking
is.
about that, but it kind of is, right? It's the hey, we don't need theaters anymore. We're just going to put theaters out of business, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
That's
Let's
it for
read
news
some
stories.
tips. Remember, if you're watching live, you can tip us live. We read you the tips live. Everything's great. Kevin, I need you to get ready for some links over there. Honey Boo Boo gave us a tip. He says, here is the trailer for our game we made for you. Hashtag Jackmanoff 2017. The demo is available at dayswithoutbongos.com/Jackmanoff.
I mean, that's hot.
Please watch it all. So much love and support. So we're going to watch this trailer here in a second.
It starts off with the
We're not going to
IGN
watch the whole
game.
trailer. Like, you can go watch it at dayswithoutbongos.com/JackmanOffGame.
Great.
Here's the first part.
Thank you. Cool.
Nice,
I like
they
how
just put a
there's just a
7, and then it slides off.
Hashtag Jackmanoff 2017.
Is about a journey. It's about a journey encompassing an older man named a younger teenage girl named Andy. In a post-apocalyptic dystopian, totally destroyed United States in really unusual and unorthodox ways. And it's about the relationship that builds between them, this rapport that builds between them that starts out as kind of distrust and dislike and that ultimately turns into a father-daughter kind of relationship. it fuses all of these great elements together.
Oh, this is the
character,
game.
plot,
We've
with
played this.
gameplay in a
Remember?
way that no other game really has.
Have we?
It's the
Yeah, remember I
melding
showed
of
this
two
to you
things
at my
look
desk,
like.
where you move the heads around and it's like Pac-Man.
Right.
I'm chasing you. You have to get all the
Amazing
steroids.
Story. 10 years from now, you can point
All right,
back and
stop
say,
it.
That's as good as it got in 2013.
I like it. I appreciate the demo is available at dayswithoutbongers.com/JackmanoffGame, and then he put in parentheses, please watch it all. So much love, time, and money spent. And all they did was take the Last of Us Game of the Year video and put, well played, honey boo boo. Everybody go check it out. dayswithoutbongos.com/JackmanoffGame. I'll spam it in the chat real quick. There you go. Boop, 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 boop. Next tip.
We got a fun clip?
Twist Fate 23 says, paying that birthday tax, here's hoping Candy Andy sings me Las Manatias. What is it?
Estas son
mañanitas.
las mañanitas de la da, da, da,
See, the problem is he didn't put the Enya. He didn't put the symbol over the Enya because he couldn't figure out how to do that. Las
Gotcha.
mañanitas.
Mañanitas.
Las mañanitas.
We got a tip from KL3549 that says, my 2 cents on the party mode best of is take notes from The Simpsons and parody Troy McClure's clip show episodes. Or, you know, your idea is cool too. Your idea is cool. Just stick with that. I know what he's talking about. Full frontal nudity. Mr. Yasman300 gave a tip and said, Greg, I found another Greg Miller. He's a photographer who runs the website gregmiller.com. I'm aware of this Greg Miller as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
P.S. Take Kevin's money and pay Gary Whitta. Fun clip. This is the fun clip he put in. Is it fun?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out together. Here's
It's
the fun
15
clip.
seconds.
It's been a while, so.
All right, that was fun.
That was
Was
pretty
it?
fun. Yep. Yeah, that was fun. Click on the one with the cat and the stars. Click on that one.
Yeah, we're just gonna start watching.
11 minutes of date cat music. No, we actually though go to my my Instagram. Yeah, my Instagram probably easier. And show the video of Porty I put up yesterday, please. DJ Kento gave a multi-part tip and says, you have to get Tim one of those giant inflatable costumes. Sorry, sumo wrestler, T-Rex, something enormous that's just a huge pain after 5 minutes. Okay. Then DJ Kento follows up. Nick, they will not bring new Star Trek to regular TV. It's rated TVMA. There's a shocking amount of violence, and now they drop F-bombs. Seriously, they say the F word. Can I type that here? You can type fuck it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but also they have the capability of going in and redubbing the F word, and they can.
Fudge.
And the violence cannot be any worse than The Walking Dead. So, or any other. I guess Walking Dead's technically on cable.
Yeah.
But still, they can bring it to fucking TV. Actually, what I want is it to be on Netflix. That's what I want it to be. So I don't have to fucking subscribe to one other thing, because Netflix is like $84 now. It's $12.
It's not that much.
Still.
Kevin, show this fun clip from Greg Miller,
I like the one with
Instagram.com.
the sandstorm better. Just saying that.
Oh, okay. Well, they should have gone to that one then. But
I'm
you. All
going to.
right, then I'm gonna keep going then. J Mertens 79 says, I just tried the first. I just tried the first of my first batch of homebrew, and it's beer. I'm working on bottling a second batch while watching the show today. Thank you all for inspiring me to finally try my hand at this. No problem. Enjoy beer. That's great.
Get the spinner stand?
Just don't ruin it. All right, here. You ready, Kev? This is a fun clip. Who? Average Josh put in the song, right?
I believe so.
All right, here we go. Fun clip.
Damn it, that's not the right song. Is
All
it?
right. DJ Kento says split.
All right.
Sorry.
That wasn't the right song though, right?
No, it wasn't. I don't know where it went.
All right.
It's on Jen's page.
It doesn't matter.
We're good.
Portillo has a head spinner on,
We're
or
good.
a spinner on his head. That's what I wanted. DJ Kento split hits HBO this Saturday. Required viewing. Maybe for next week. We'll keep you posted. Joey Fine gave a tip and said, hey guys, I'm raffling off an SNES Classic during my Extra Life stream. Can you link my page so I can get the prizes out to of my house? Joseph O. Joseph O. That's how you do
Do you
it.
want me to post that?
I feel like we get into dangerous
Sure,
territory
sure,
of
okay.
everybody putting their Extra Life page, which of course you need to go to kindafunny.com/extra life. You can join our team, donate there, do all these amazing things that way. Nick,
Yep.
that's it for tips.
All right, let's go into PS I Love This Best Friend XOXO. which is your opportunity to nominate someone you feel is just an outstanding human being in our community. You go to kindoffunny.com/bestfriend, fill out the form there, just like Rick did. Rick is shouting out Captain Geach. Check out this Best Friends Shadowrun tabletop game podcast called Milk Run. A Shadowrun actual play podcast on all podcast services. If you're into D&D at all, there's another tabletop RPG and futuristic cyberpunk setting, and these guys do great character voices and really get into the super fun. It's super fun to listen to. Keep fucking that chicken. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we have done this shout out already. Joey!
What?
We have already done the Captain Geach shout out.
The what?
I'm pretty sure I've read this before. The Shadowrun actual Best Friend Let's Play. Maybe it didn't get marked off.
It didn't get marked off.
They get double shout out.
But it's marked off now.
But it is marked off now, so there you go. Boom. Biggity, boom. That's it for that. Congratulations to Captain Geach. Again, apparently your D&D podcast is so freaking good that I had to talk about it twice. Didn't have to talk about it. I don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything.
I chose to talk about it. I noticed that I recognized it, and I was like, I'm going to give him a shout out.
I'm going to commit to it.
I'm going to give him a shout out again. Now, that's it. It's giveaway time. How do you win? What is the giveaway? What are giveaways? What's a game? Who knows? Each and every day here at the Kind of Funny Morning Show, we're reaching this little grab bag of game codes, and we throw them out to one lucky winner. There's 4 different ways you can be that winner if you want. 1, you can be in the Twitch chat right now. Don't spam it, or Amy Gilroy will get pissed at you, and she will ban you for fucking life.
Whoa!
2, you can be a Twitch subscriber. You can subscribe to us with your hard-earned money and become one of the chosen few, or you can use Amazon Prime. You got Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription every month. I know, shocking, you've never heard about this before, but you have to re-up it every month, and it's a pain in the ass. And for those of you chosen few that do, you're the golden children. You're the chosen few. If you don't want to do that, give it to someone. Give it to someone that's creating out there, because it's free money basically for them, and it's awesome. 3 and 4, you can go to patreon.com/kindoffunny or patreon.com/kindoffunnygames and support us with a $2 or above level on either of those platforms. You get entered into the giveaway, but spoilers, you also get early access to all of our content that we put up there, just like Cooking with Greggy. It's live right now, and probably
2
party
episodes.
Mode. There's probably a party mode there too that you haven't seen yet. It's me probably getting the shit scared out of me by Tim Gettys and or Andy. So there you go. 4 chances to win. Double your pleasure, double your fun.
It is going to someone in the Twitch chat. The game, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 on Xbox One. The winner, Gen J80.
Yay!
Yay! And Gen J80, you won a game, and you have some fun, and you played a game.
Congratulations, Genji Tartakovsky. We're gonna be sending you that message, so double check your messages.
I already sent it out.
We'll double check. It's in your message.
Joey came in and did this face.
Did you delete the things that I had in there?
Yeah, it had the date of the 17th, so I was like, these are old, and it was also, we only needed 1, so a whole bunch of other things.
Oh, those are updated. I just didn't update it.
Cool. Sorry. They're gone now.
Well, now it's our opportunity to chat with you guys. I know we've been largely just pretending like the chat doesn't exist.
What are you talking about? I've been talking to the chat for a while.
Chat a lot, but
Don't
we're going to
try
go
to
to the 3 and 3.
bring me down.
We're going to take 3 questions, comments, concerns, or compliments from the chat, and then we'll go into the chosen few.
Pistol Play says, Greg, you said my name wrong. You didn't win. Too bad.
Pat Coat says rigged.
Everybody says it's rigged.
You guys are fucking just haters. You're hating ass haters right now.
Sean Zulu says, The Walking Dead, where the zombies went from scary, super strong monsters to nobody even cares. They just pushed them aside. Like they weren't even tearing bodies apart in the first episodes.
Well, the zombies are getting weaker now.
Yeah, they're actually decaying.
They're dying and decaying.
Turns out the real monsters were us.
Exactly. Human
We
beings
were the real
monsters.
monsters, yeah.
Would it be bad if I just didn't watch The Walking Dead anymore?
No, you can do whatever you want, man.
I think I'm
You
gonna
read the
stop.
comics, don't you? Or no, you don't read the
No.
comics.
I'm just kind of Walking Dead it out. 100 episodes, I don't need it. I'm good.
Okay, well.
But it's got a beard, but it doesn't have a beard.
In the last comic?
What?
Did something big happen in the last issue?
In the last couple, yeah.
Okay.
Shrub Tim says, what would Nick's name be if he was French? Philippe Philippe. No, it would be Bougie La Boo.
Bougie La Boo.
Bougie La Boo Boo. They call me La Boo Boo. As in like, ouchie, I'll make it better for you.
I don't know what the hell you're saying anymore.
Striven says, what's going on with the Geostorm podcast? Status. Andy.
Oh, God, here we go.
When are we doing the first? Should we do the first episode of Geostorm podcast right now?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Get in here. Let's talk about Geostorm.
Okay.
Did you watch it over the weekend?
No.
Neither did I.
All right, there you go. It's
There it
podcast
is.
number 1 in the
But I'm
book.
going to tell you one thing that I liked about it, okay? Not having seen the movie.
Right.
What I liked about it was I loved the part where
Geostorm
Gerard
came
Butler looks into the camera and there's like a quick dolly in on him, like a Spielberg-ass dolly in on him, and he goes, "Oh my God, it's a geostorm."
Yeah.
You know how he says it in that weird like Scottish accent? That it's a geostorm. It's a geostorm.
I loved when the guy breaks the other guy who's made of ice. The ice guy.
That was cool.
Which was like, I don't know. My first thought would have been like, maybe wait for him to thaw out or try to save him. But don't just like, you're tapping on his wrist with pressure.
Right, and it's going to break.
And it breaks off.
And then they can't put that back together.
Yeah.
Thaw the pieces, and by then they're dead. The flesh is dead. Now, here's my other question for you before we go on.
Mm-hmm.
We did a vote on this last Friday, and instead of calling it Storm Chasers, we decided we like Storm Watch or Twister for the podcast name.
well,
So go
already-
into the other room and think about that.
Twister's already a thing.
No,
It's
I don't think it
already
is. I've never heard of that before.
Storm. I mean, yeah, Elise was right. That's a great name.
Storm Watch is great.
It's a great name. I thought we would be the Storm Chasers.
Yeah.
Like, listen to Storm Watch with the Storm Chasers.
Right.
Sort of thing.
We're not those people, though.
Yeah, well, episode 2, I guess, tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, guys. That was your first ever episode of Storm Watch, starring the Storm Chasers and Twister.
No,
You guys are idiots.
that's not it.
What? Gilbert G12 says, what about Doppler? Can't you just call it Doppler?
That joke is, you gotta laugh out of you every time with the Doppler joke.
it never quits on
What
me.
if there were, like, 2 people that looked alike and you can call it the Doppler Ganger? The Doppler Gang.
Yeah, we could be the Doppler Gang.
Dude.
The Doppler Gang podcast.
You're requiring the audience to think too hard.
Doppler Gang. No. Doppler has to do with weather. We're the gang.
Someone else said Disaster Cast, which is a dope-ass
That's a
name
great
for a
name,
podcast,
yeah.
but I'm sure someone's taken that already.
King Franchise 88 says, Greg, can you
Unlike
help me pick
Twister.
a Halloween costume? Yep, be a Ghostbuster. Done. That was easy. Or be Undertaker.
Be Greg Popovich. Tell him.
I can't hear Andy. He's saying stuff I don't understand.
Greg Popovich.
He's saying
Andrew
Greg
Francis.
Greg Popovich? I would never punch.
Whoa.
I would never punch a bitch.
Whoa.
Andrew Francis should also dress up as a Giants player because it's the best team.
Andrew, you should dress up as a Giants player, says Joey Noel. Lakers head says, Greg, what should I be a taco for Halloween? We're going into
Carne
subscriber
asada.
only.
Be a carne asada taco.
Soft shell
My
carne
favorite kind
asada.
of street taco, carne asada.
Spideyville says, Greg, what are your thoughts on the reports that Patreon is moving to restrict adult content from its site? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I haven't heard of these reports. Is it a good thing or bad thing? I'd want to know more about it, I guess, before I lever an opinion. But I mean, if you're talking about like porn and stuff like that, it's an interesting thing, but I guess you can understand why.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to understand, Patreon's not a content delivery site. It is just something that enables creators to make money. So I don't know. I have to look into it. If you dress up as Greg Popovich, you have to give one-word dicky responses to media questions. That's probably a sports reference.
Yeah, that's a
that
sports
I don't
reference for sure.
understand.
Yeah.
So we'll just do that. River City Chris Ransom says, Nick, have you seen the trailer for Jim and Andy about Jim Carrey's Man on the Moon on Netflix? I have seen the trailer for that. It's weird and fascinating that they chose to do that because Man on the Moon was not a huge success.
However, that documentary looks awesome.
It does.
I like Man on the Moon a lot.
Yeah,
I'm stoked for this documentary.
I'll watch it for sure. I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan, of course. As you guys know, Ace Ventura have been top on my Netflix queue since I realized, my Amazon Prime queue since I realized it was on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It just sits there, makes me happy. I'm never gonna watch it again.
Gotcha.
Watch it again.
I loved Andy Kaufman before that. Loved Jim Carrey. Loved Man on the Moon. So all this behind the scenes footage no one's ever seen before of him being crazy, and it also goes in. Jerry the King Lawler, I remember coming to film this movie. That when he got there the first day, Jim Carrey was a huge asshole to him and hit him and yelled at him and did all this stuff because he was so in.
He was in character,
and that's
yeah.
the whole thing of like this whole documentary is about how he feels like Andy Kaufman came into him. And
I appreciate the actor's process.
Yeah.
I really do, and I get that if you're acting, you have to stay in character because it's easier than getting into character. But I've never ever thought it was acceptable to mistreat people because you're quote unquote in character.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
If someone did that to me, I would beat the shit out of them. I would just be like, we're fucking fighting.
Well, I think that's what happened. I think Jerry Lawler hit him.
Oh, I'd fuck him up.
And that was the thing where I think that's what Jim Carrey wanted because that's.
I wouldn't fuck him up. That's it. Assaulting someone is not good. But I would not stand for that, and I would not let someone mistreat me just because they're in a fucking movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
We'll see about that.
Final question. I am the Cannonball. Greg, did you listen to the Michael Rosenbaum podcast episode with Tom Welling? Some great Smallville stories on it. I sure did. Michael Rosenbaum, of course, friend of the show, does a podcast now called Inside of You. He did Inside of Tom Welling. They talked about Tom's career, Smallville, their stories from it. Interesting. An interesting listen.
Yeah.
Because it is very much how, like, you kind of forget that, like, with Arrow and Flash and all that shit, that Smallville did start it all. And, like, how they were horribly mistreated. And, like, they didn't have drivers, and they're driving places like 4 in the morning on 2 hours of sleep because they shot
Still a
this and
thing.
did that thing.
Still a thing.
I don't
You
like
hear those
that one
reports
bit.
that came out about, I think it was it Smallville? So a lot of the CW shows still don't have budget for drivers and things like that, and they were talking about how...
I didn't see that report. No.
Yeah, there was a story a while back where people were talking about how they're just being mistreated.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Everybody should unite to Grant Gustin. I like him.
Yeah, Grant's the G. My wife, and I quote, says, "Wow, he's really skinny." I'm like, yeah, you'd have to be if you have to fit in that fucking suit every week.
That metabolism.
You can't have that. You can't have this muffin top.
Can't
being
have
Flash.
it. No.
Can't do it.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kind of Funny morning show each and every weekday on a variety of platforms. We hang out with you and do whatever it is we do. You seem to enjoy it, so we keep doing it. You can watch it live on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. You can watch it later on youtube.com/kindoffunny. You can listen on podcast services around the globe. No matter where you get the show, thank you so much for supporting it. It would mean a lot if you went to one of the other monetary platforms and tossed us a few bucks, but if you can't, it's no big deal. Patreon, Twitch, Amazon Prime, you know all about it. I'll shut up now. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday morning, with more shenanigans and hanging out and games to give away and goofy stuff. We're going to break now. Nick's going to read subs.
I'm gonna fucking choke those subs.
Subs and any
into
other tips that
submission.
came in. And then I'm going to get ready for Kind of Funny Games Daily with the one and only Maximum Cortez. And we're going to have a good time. So until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
Pokeball time.
Pokeball!